Hey y'all, it's Ashley with another June 2014 Hip Kit Club layout. So I'm starting off with the picture that we recently took out on the lake. It was myself, my brother-in-law, my husband, and my sister. And right now I'm just getting the layering process going. I'm starting off with the white background, which is not super uncommon for me. And I'm going for more of a distressed look, so that's why I've gone ahead and I've curved up that paper at the top. And these are mostly all LE Studio papers, with the exception of that one Dear Lizzie paper with the subtle dictionary text in the background. You hardly can see that. It's going to be under the photo, and it's that aqua piece, but everything else is LE Studio, and I love the colors in this kit. It goes perfect with a layout like this, and so I figured I would use that. And excuse my voice, it's still the morning time, so I just woke up and I'm getting this done so that I can go ahead and get the video uploaded. So the pieces that say like fun in the sun and the lemon and the little lime green piece that has a drink on it, and then the ice cream cone, those are from LE Studio paper, but those are the cut aparts. And then I'm still just going through the layering process, kind of trying to figure out what I want to use. And then here in a few minutes, or here in a second, it's time lapse, so probably here in a few seconds, I will start looking at my embellishments. I find that like putting the extra details, when I have little bits and pieces left over from cutting at my paper, putting those extra details, like tucking them in the corners, really makes a huge difference on the layering and just the dimension and the way that your layout turns out. And so I really try to hold on to those papers at least throughout the scrapbooking process. And so I hardly ever throw away, especially with these kits, I hardly ever throw away any bits and pieces because there's going to be a time that I'm going to need them. And then sometimes with other things, you know, if I know I'm not going to use them, I throw them out. I'm not like a hoarder or anything, but I do try to keep little bits and pieces. I'm loving the way that this is looking right now. Now if I can just get it to stay that way until I adhere everything down. I think all my papers for the most part are adhered. I just need to go ahead and put my embellishments down. Okay, so I took a look at this Capture Life collection, and it's the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, and I didn't see anything that I wanted to put on this layout, but stay tuned because I have a layout that's all about the Capture Life collection, or at least it uses the Capture Life collection quite a bit. So I'm adhering the rest of the embellishments and then taking some of this washi tape. It's the gray washi tape with the stars, and kind of along the same lines as what I was talking about earlier with tucking in the extra details. I feel like the washi tape does the same thing for me, and I love that it kind of gives that extra detail, but you don't have to do much work to get it. So, and before I started getting these kits, I really didn't use washi a ton on my layouts. It wasn't a very common thing for me, and now I feel like when I get it, I'm challenged to use it, and I almost always love the way that it turns out. So I do try to make that more of a common thing now. I felt like this layout needed a title, and so I pulled out these yo-yo thickers that came in our kit that I'm loving, and I decided to go with the title Summer 2014. And although it wasn't technically summer, I believe it was, according to teachers and their schedules, I believe it was summer at this point for them, like they were out of school. So I think that's when summer really starts. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pop up these yo-yo thickers on foam dots so that they can kind of hang off a little bit, or hang up, what am I trying to say, so that they can pop off the page. And now I'm taking these Heidi Swapp mini stencils, and I'm loving these. I took a makeup sponge and the Squeeze Lemonade ink that we got in our kit as well. The mini stencils came in our color add-on, and so I decided to add a little bit of something extra to the page, and so I'm having to kind of go back and forth and wipe it off so that I don't smear yellow ink everywhere. And so I'll do it a couple times, then I'll go and spray it or wipe it off with the baby wipe, and then go back to adding some more. And I love the detail that it gives to the background, and it's perfect for this day and for the lake. And I mean, you could do it in any color, but I chose the squeezed lemonade that came in our kit. So I was super excited that I didn't already have that color, and I had been wanting it. So now I'm taking the picked raspberry that also came in our kit. I happen to have the ink already, but it did, if you ordered it, it did come. And so I'm taking the top of a pencil or the eraser, and I just took a brand new eraser. I have like a set of pencils, and I just took one of the brand new ones, and I'm turning it over and using this picked raspberry look. And so I love the brightness of the yellow, but I love the boldness that the picked raspberry gives. And so I'm adding the dots, and I've done a layout similar just with the dots before. And so that, I believe that was one of the March hip kit layouts. So if you guys want to see more, you know, in-depth look with these polka dots done by the eraser, go back to that. And I just used different colored inks to get that look in the other layout. But for this one, I went with the ink that came in the kit and was super satisfied with the outcome. And I popped the whole focal point up on foam tape, and so that'll kind of give it a nice dimensional look as well. And then I'm going to adhere down this piece that says fun. I think I had put some adhesive down, but I don't think it was sticking good enough, and I wanted that to be dimensional as well. And of course I'm going to add this speech bubble, because in the picture my brother-in-law is pointing to my sister who's laying in the back, and so it says check this out, so it's perfect. And she didn't know we were taking the picture, which I was really doing it just to get a good picture of them, and I thought it captured kind of like what we were doing, and rather than them just like standing and smiling and posing, I wanted to get a picture like this. And then he, of course, you know, had the right timing with pointing at her. So I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoy. I went ahead and sewed down the corner, the side, and the top, just so that you guys know, and I left a little of that thread hanging. And then this is the final layout. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.